Hi, I'm Whitney. Our relational challenge for week 4 is to be neighborly, to bless someone out of your time, your talents, or your treasures. Now, I know we're all really busy, but is it kingdom-minded busyness? Think about your calendar. What have you been doing the last couple weeks, the last couple months? Is it simply food runs? Taking care of your husband and your children? Is it running kids from this sport to this sport to this sport? Those can all be good things, but they keep us so busy. How have we served those in our sphere of influence? I'm going to read a couple verses to you. The first one is in Mark chapter 10, verse 45, and it says, "For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many." And yes, ladies, many of us are giving our lives. We're giving so much of ourselves to our children and to our spouse if we're married, and we're running all around. But the Lord has also called us to be a light in our spirit, to serve our community. And this challenge for week 4 is about serving those outside of your home, those that are around you. Another section of verses I want to read to you is Matthew chapter 25, verse 35 through 40. And this should be a pretty familiar passage. It's Jesus speaking, and he says, "For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." And then the righteous will answer him, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or in need and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" Then the king will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." And so God has given us a mission to shine his light for those around us. And that can be done through your time. You could go for a walk with a neighbor. You could babysit somebody's kids. You could invite them over for dinner. You could use your time to serve others. Another way is by sharing your talents. Are you an awesome cook? Could you bring a meal to somebody? Could you sew a blanket and drop it off? Could you do some yard work? What are you talented with that you can share with those around you? And lastly, treasures. Treasures are often financial. You could give somebody a gift card. You could invite somebody to come to dinner with you and pay for their meal. There's so many different ways that God has blessed us. Just pick one way and serve those around you. Remember, it's our job to be a light. And we want to challenge you that this is something you would start to put into practice to serve those around you. And you know what? I bet many of you are already doing this. Great job.